Hello and welcome guys to my channel. So we're gonna start our topic in a quick time. So we're not gonna waste any more time and let's see what's the topic. So today's topic is very interesting. As you can see, the topic is schizophrenia. This is a kind of a mental and psychological disorder, as we can say Morphy-Sever syndrome too. So we're gonna start from what is schizophrenia. So let's see, schizophrenia is a challenging brain disorder that often makes it difficult to distinguish between what is real and unreal, to think clearly, manage emotions, relate to others, and function normally. It affects the way a person thinks and behaves. Sufferers who are suffering from schizophrenia many times try to attempt suicide, especially during their psychotic episodes or the period of depression and turmoil they are going through. So, schizophrenia used to be called as dementia praecox, which means youthful insanity. Youthful insanity means youthful means young, and insanity kind of a foolishness. So, youthful insanity because it tends to develop in adolescence, like most in teenagers, or we can say early adulthood, which has a very thin line between the adolescency and early adulthood. So it's having a very thin margin line. So first time admissions to mental hospitals for this disorder occurs among people in their late teens. Like if we want to see the people who are admitted in the hospitals during this schizophrenia, so they are mostly in their late teens, like they are teenagers, or early 20s, like as I told you, in early adulthood, which is also schizophrenia is also called as youthful insanity because mostly it appears in teenagers and early adulthood. Moving on, now we will see what are the symptoms of schizophrenia. So there are mainly 5 types of symptoms of schizophrenia, as we can see on the screen. First is delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, and negative symptoms. We'll discuss more brief about this. So first we'll discuss what are delusions. A delusion is a formally held idea that a person has despite clear and obvious evidence that isn't true. Delusions are extremely common in schizophrenia, as this is very major and kind of a common symptom. Now we'll go through hallucinations. Hallucinations are sounds or other sensations like feels experienced as real when they exist only in your mind, not in your real life. People around you, they will not find the things what you are finding in schizophrenia. Third, disorganized speech. Schizophrenia can cause you to have trouble concentrating and maintaining your train of thought, which may manifest itself in the way that you speak, like abnormal your speech and everything. Disorganized behavior. Fourth, schizophrenia disrupts goal directed activity, impairing your ability to take care of yourself, your work, and interact with others as well as your family too. And the last is negative symptoms. Like negative symptoms of schizophrenia refer to the absence of normal behaviors, like you will indulge in more abnormality found in healthy individuals. The normal behavior found in healthy individuals you will not find in yourself if you're having schizophrenia. Like you will have abnormal behavior like wandering aimlessly anywhere on the road, mumbling, laughing, crying, talking to yourself. Even the people around you, they will think like what you are doing, like why you are laughing with someone who is there, who is sitting beside you. Strange appearance or yourself neglecting. Irrelevant speech, as I told you, in disorganized speech. And facial expressions and body languages might change during the time. You may have mood disorders too. Sometimes you will change your mood, just like you are crying now, after 5 minutes you will laugh, like you will talk to someone where there is no one in real life. Let's get some point about schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a mental illness that affects the way you think, and the behavior you do with people. It affects about 1 in every 100 people, so this is a very common and rare disorder nowadays in the field of psychology. Schizophrenia may develop during early adulthood, as I told you, and more in adolescence when the child appears in their early adulthood and late teenaging time. The most common early warning signs of schizophrenia, let's see what they are. So depression, social withdrawal, like you don't want to connect with social and you don't want to have social activities. Flat and expressionless gaze, as I told you, facial expressions also, and body languages changes behavior with too. Inability to cry or express or joy, inappropriate laughing or crying, as I told you, in mood disturbances too, like you have first of all you are crying, then you will start laughing like in a joy, then you will cry again. It seems like you are talking to someone. Oversleeping or insomnia, like you will become insomniac. An insomniac. Forgetful, like you don't want to forget what others have done with you, even they have not done anything bad with you, but you will think in your mind that they have done anything. Unable to concentrate, unable to study. Odd or irritational statements, like your speech will get disturbed. Irrelevant speech, as I told you. Strange use of words, or you can use maybe abusive language too, or way of speaking your will be changed. So let's see causes of schizophrenia. What are the causes? It seemed to result from a mix of geneticals, and environmental factors. Even the many researchers hasn't identified one single factor about the schizophrenia. It is thought that an interaction between genes, or we can say, yeah, interaction between genes also, and being a range of environmental factors around may cause schizophrenia. Parental exposure to a viral infection when you were an infant, when you were in the womb of mothers. So, low oxygen level during the birth, from prolonged labor or premature birth if you were an infant, when you were an infant and you were prematured. Exposure to a virus during infancy, as I told you in the first point, parental exposure to a viral infection. Early parental loss or separation that might cause you turmoil or pain or kind of depression too. And the last, physical or sexual abuse in your childhood or during your adolescence, teenaging time, which had huge impact on your brain or mind. Abnormal brain chemistry, abnormalities in brain structure may also play a very major role in schizophrenia. So let's see what can be the treatment of schizophrenia. Most effective treatment for schizophrenia involves a combination of medications, drugs, therapy, lifestyle changes, and social support. Medication for schizophrenia works by reducing psychotic symptoms such as hallucinations, delusions, paranoia, and phobias, kind of things which has a great fear and disordered thinking, speech, and your behavior. Therapies can help you improve coping and life skills, manage stress, address relationship issues, and improve your communications, like your abnormal behavior and disordered speech and behavior and emotions. Group therapy, as we can say in socializing, like I can also connect you to the others who are in similar conditions, like who are suffering through the schizophrenia and who are the patient of schizophrenia. You can connect with them and you can just have some kind of debates on them, and group group discussions with them, so you can contain and attain also kind of a social participation. So some points, like seek social support, as I told you, manage stress, get regular exercise, do not make yourself lazy, get plenty of sleep, do not sacrifice your sleep, don't be an insomniac, avoid alcohol, drugs, and nicotines, eat regular and diet food. So what are the myths about schizophrenia? There are a lot of myths, like there is like myths, like people talk about that, okay, what is the true and what is the fake. So let's discuss about that. What are the very common myths about schizophrenia? So let's start from the first myth. Schizophrenia is a rare condition, like it's not found in so many people. So the fact is, schizophrenia is not rare. The lifetime risk of developing schizophrenia is widely accepted to be around 1 in 100. As I told you, every one person in 100 has schizophrenia, so it's not a rare. Second myth, schizophrenia refers to a split personality disorder or multiple personalities. The fact is, multiple personality disorder is a different and much less common disorder than schizophrenia. People with schizophrenia do not have split personalities. It's not certain to have that. Third myth is people with schizophrenia are dangerous. The fact is, although the delusional and thoughts and hallucinations about schizophrenia sometimes lead to violent behavior of the sufferers, most people with schizophrenia are neither violent or nor a danger to others, like most oftenly. So, fourth myth says people with schizophrenia can be treated. So the fact is, while long-term treatment may be required, when treated properly, many people with schizophrenia are able to enjoy fulfilling and productive lives. That they can be treated. It's not compulsory that they will not be well. So here I have some my homemade notes, like the research I have made on schizophrenia. So I want to just read for once for you all. So first point is here is schizophrenia is a chronic and severe disorder affecting 20 million people worldwide by 2021. People suffering with schizophrenia may have abnormalities in thinking, perception, emotions, languages, sense of self and behavior, how to behave with others and self too. Common experiences include hallucinations like hearing voices or seeing things that are not in real, that are not in the real world. They will never appear in real world. They will make delusions, like they will make some kind of picture, a whole picture in their own mind, but there is nothing, they have no proof of that. There is no proof in real life about that. People with schizophrenia are 2 to 3 times more likely to die early than the general population. Stigma, discrimination, and violation of human rights of people with schizophrenia is common. Schizophrenia is a treatable, it is not like this is non-curable. It's not like that. Treatment with medicines and some kind of psychosocial support is effective with the help of psychologists. So here guys, that's it, that's all. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked today's topic about schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a very major and kind of very common psychological disorder, as you can say, mental illness nowadays. So I hope you liked the brief discussion about it, and if you like it, just you can give a like. And thanks for watching my video, and thank you again. And I hope you have a very nice life with the positive vibes. Thank you. Bye bye.